Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about trailer coupler locks. Now, a coupler lock is going to be the same as any other style of lock. It's just going to be a deterrent to keep thieves from easily being able to take whatever you're trying to keep safe. It's much like your car or your house. You're going to be safer locking up your belongings than to not have a lock on them at all. Now just keep in mind, not every situation and trailer is going to require the same amount of security. For example, a trailer sitting in your driveway is not going to require the same amount of security, depending on where you live, as a very expensive trailer that's sitting in a storage lot where you can't see or keep an eye on it all the time. So just keep in mind that there's a situation for every trailer and location. So today we're going to take a look at 5 of our most popular locks and give them a security rating from 1 to 5. They're all different types, but we're going to show you different levels of security so that you can find the right trailer coupler lock for you. So the first one we have today is going to be our most economical option, and that's going to be the Bulldog Lifelong lock. And this is going to be a lock for your trigger latch style couplers. And basically what it does is it's going to insert in the pinhole. So you'll latch your trailer, then slide it in your pinhole, and then lock it up. So the biggest benefit that we see of this lock is that you can use it for your trailer when it's parked, and you could also use it when your trailer is in transit. You just have to have a minimum pinhole size of 1/4 inch. Second, we have the etrailer coupler lock. Now this coupler lock is going to be our next step up when you're referring to our budget. It's going to slide over the end of our ball, and then we'll slide this pin up, and you'll see there that it'll go up inside of our where our ball normally is, and then we just have to lock it on the end, and then we can't take it off. This is going to have a couple cool features. One, it's not going to require you to have a latch lock. The other thing is that it's got a nice bright yellow color, so it's going to deter theft before people even walk up to it. They're going to see it and know there's a lock on there and continue their search. Another thing that's nice about it is that it's going to fit most couplers. That means that you're going to be able to use it for whatever trailer that you're using at that time. This is going to be a great coupler for those couplers that have the flat lips on the edges. It just can't be much longer than about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch wide on either side. Our third option is going to be the Blaylock coupler lock. This is going to be our next step up from the etrailer coupler lock in price. It's going to be very similar in price to our next option. The nice part about this lock itself is that it's going to have a couple of different options to fit different coupler styles. It comes with this nice lock here that's easily replaceable at any hardware store or anything like that. You pull the pin out and you slide it over your coupler. Again, it can be mounted like this. You can flip it around. You just have to play with it with your specific coupler to see which one of the holes will line up for yours. For us, we're going to use this set of holes. And you can see there that we can't get it off. And we already had the latch already in the coupled mode. So we'll take this. You do want to give it a couple of shakes though before you lock it up, because we've found with some of these configurations, as if, like I could use either one of these sets of holes and it'll slide right off. But in this configuration, the lock's not going to go anywhere. Now, fourth on our list is going to be the Fastway Fortress coupler lock. Now this is going to be in a similar price range as the previous one we just did. The nice part about this one compared to the Blaylock is that this one is going to fit a lot more couplers. We have a lot of trailers in our parking lot here, and we've tried them on several of them, and they work on almost every single one. The reason we're going to show you on this coupler here is because it has this big lip, and there's no other locks that we've tried so far that will fit this one. So you just simply lift up, and this can be reversible based off of the style of coupler that you have. You slide it over top. There's going to be 2 positions: unlock, lock, and then the ratcheting style. You just crimp it down and lock it up, and then it can't come off. And last on our list, we have the Bolt trailer coupler lock. The nice part about this one is that it's gonna come with 2 different size imitation trailer balls. So it's gonna fit a variety of sizes of trailer tongues. And then basically all we have to do with this is slide it up into place, latch our trailer. And with this one, you've got multiple locations. So we could either use this set of holes or the rear set of holes to get ours locked into place. We're gonna use the rear set. Now, what makes this one stand out quite a bit more than the other ones is that the thickness of the steel is gonna be very, very thick. The lock itself, you don't have to worry about keeping track of another set of keys. It's just going to train itself to your vehicle key. This is my truck key. So it trains itself once the first time you stick your key in. And then we'll just take our lock. We'll take this without our key in it and lock it on the other side. Now this lock is also going to come in at the highest price point, but in my opinion, this one's going to look the most secure because of how just robust the entire design is and the amount of trailers it's going to fit because of the versatility. So when it comes to our security rating for the 5 of these trailer coupler locks, we're going to rate them 1 to 5, 1 being the highest secured and 5 being the lowest. As you can see here, we have all our locks laid out on the ground. Over here, we have the Bulldog coupler lock. This one didn't take much time to get into. It also only took 1 tool to get into it. We move up to the etrailer lock. Again, this is gonna be a really good theft deterrent because it didn't really stand up to the couple tools that I used and it didn't take very long. So the Bulldog, I'm gonna give a 5. Etrailer coupler lock is gonna get a 4. And then the Fastway, you can see here, when we were trying to work to get it off, there was pieces of the cast material that split off, loosened it enough to where it just fell off the front. So that's gonna get a 3. When we come over to our Blaylock, you can see here again this cast aluminum. We were able to pry enough on it to where it just busted the imitation ball off, and it fell right off. But it still took a significant amount of effort and created a lot of noise to get it off. And then finally, over at our bolt lock. So they designed this lock so that if you bend off the lock head with a tool, it's gonna bend the rod. So that's what I had most difficult with. Once I bent the rod, then I couldn't get this pin here, I couldn't get it out. So I did finally get into it, but it took a very long time to get this off and created a lot of noise and would draw a lot of attention. So that's gonna be our safest lock that we tested today. Well guys, hopefully this video was able to help you balance the level of security that you need for you and your trailer and the budget that you have. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below and we'll see you next time.